When Jesus said that it's harder for a rich man to get into heaven than it is for a camel to go through the eye of a needle. Y'all know what the eye of a needle is? That's what you thread the needle. And well, he wasn't saying that if you're rich and blessed, you can't get into heaven. Here's what he was saying. You can't drive your Porsche into a rotating door in a hotel. You have to get out of all that stuff. And if you're going to get through that door, you have to just kind of walk in like you are. And what he's saying is, you may have all this stuff. None of it's going to follow you through the gate of heaven. You're going to have to go. For what will it profit a man if he should gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Your treasure, your time, your talent, it belongs to God. Talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. Giving costs something. Giving costs something. But here's the point. Money and possessions have the greatest potential to replace the lordship of Jesus Christ in our life more than anything else. And that's why Jesus said you have to choose between money and possessions controlling your life or Jesus controlling your life. And the way that he says you do that is you give to the kingdom of God and you break the grip of greed off of your heart. It's really something. It's so easy to get off track with possessions. Now watch this. In Matthew 19, Jesus engages the rich young ruler. He's rich. He's young. He's got it all going on. He's young. He's rich. He's a ruler. That means he's popular. He's powerful. He's got it all. And Jesus encounters him, or he bumps into Jesus and Jesus messes him up. And he says, what must I do to inherit life? And he knew that he was too attached to mammon. Jesus is not against you having things and being blessed, but when they become your God and they become so big that it's yours and you don't become a giver to the kingdom, something is off. It reveals your spiritual condition. And Jesus engages this man and says, sell what you have and give it to the poor and follow me. He would have become one of the disciples. Follow me. And the rich young ruler walked away sorrowfully. And Jesus teaches us by his unwillingness to part with his money, his spiritual condition was not right. There is an undeniable connection between money, resources, and our spiritual condition. I'm telling you how to be more blessed is to be a giver. In Mark chapter 12, Jesus taught this in the Bible. There was a widow woman. This actually happened. And Jesus stood and watched as the people brought their offering. And the Bible said there was a widow who came and gave her last bit of money, her last mite. This is in Mark chapter 12, 43 through 44. And Jesus said, did you see what she did? Jesus said they all gave out of their abundance. In other words, they had a lot left over. But she gave her last, all that she had, to me. And do you know what Jesus did? He didn't say, now quick, disciples, run her some money out into the parking lot and make sure she leaves all loaded down with blessing. He let her leave like she came. Why? Why would Jesus do that to an old widow woman who was down to her last dime? Because he knew what giving does when people obey and give. He knew because she just passed the test, and I saw it with my own eyes, because God sees what we do. And he knew she just made me her source and not anything else. And the birds are fed, and the robins, they get full of food, and I'm going to take care of that woman for the rest of her life, because she understands the power of sacrificial giving.